Hey guys, it's Layla. Welcome back to the channel. I'm here with Whitney today.
Yes, it's been a long time.
It's been a very long time.
I think it's been years.
It's been a very long time. So,
yeah.
For those of you who are new, this is my really good friend Whitney. We've been friends since we were like
16
years old.
So that's coming up to 16 years.
Many years.
16 years.
Many years.
Wow.
We have many a story to tell, many a life to have lived.
Yeah.
But yeah, before we jump into today's video, I know it's been a hot minute since you guys have seen me. I'm definitely gonna do a life update video so I can catch you guys up with what's been happening. We had some works done in the house, so I couldn't film at the time, and I've also had braids and stuff like that, which
nice and long.
My beautiful braids, but
Love it.
We'll definitely talk more braids in my update video, and I will share my braiders information and all that good stuff. But I just didn't want to come and do a video and pretend like
you haven't been here.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys are well. I hope your year's going amazingly so far. But we will chat in the catch-up video.
Yes.
Anyway, so Whitney's come to visit me today, and I figured it would be quite nice for us to do a video. We are always talking about just things that we've been through, how far we've come as young women. For those of you who don't know, I am 32. Whitney is also
32.
Also 32.
We're only a couple of months apart.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've literally been through it a lot. So we thought it would be really cool to do one of those videos where we talk about
what we wish we knew.
What we wish we knew, where we are in life, like emotionally, psychologically, like physically, what our goals, dreams and aspirations were in our 20s, how that perspective has changed, how the way that we view the world has changed, the way that we view ourselves have changed through living.
Yeah, literally living life, experiencing life, existing. That's
True that. So let's get to the nitty gritty.
Yes.
I think first and foremost, it would be good to know, like, where do you feel like you are right now as a woman, as Whitney Quaynor?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you feel?
That's a deep question.
We're here to get deep, baby, okay?
I actually don't know. Where do I feel I am?
Yeah.
I feel right now definitely a spiritual awakening.
Okay.
As deep as that sounds.
What does that look like?
Just realising that I've had everything within me to get whatever it is that I want. I feel like I'm rediscovering myself, and I'm learning about myself more. And I think lockdown helped a lot, because before lockdown, I was everywhere, travelling here, out. I never ever had time to spend by myself, but lockdown kind of forced me to just become an introvert and learn how to be by myself. So with that, I've just learned a lot about myself, and I've learned a lot that I've got a lot of healing to do that I didn't know because I was so distracted by the world. So right now it's a spiritual awakening.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I didn't think, I thought I was fine. Yeah, everything's fine.
Yeah.
But I've just been through something that's been really traumatic. Like this morning I had a really bad day. And through therapy, I've realised that it's okay to feel things, like it's fine. In our community, I believe, well, I feel like I've been raised to, like, just suppress your feelings, just get on with it, you're strong, you know, don't actually feel what you're feeling. So I think right now I'm going through like a spiritual, like an awakening, and like trying to understand exactly who I am and not how the world perceives me, if that makes sense. I think that's where I am at right now. Okay,
so essentially you've reached the point where, oh, my house is burning. Sorry guys, my oil burner had literally like reached the bottom. There was no water in it, so I could hear like it crackling and
that happened to me once.
Spouting everywhere.
It actually set on fire, and then actually it was a lot, but yeah.
So essentially what you're saying is you've reached the point where you're able to distinguish external influences in your life.
Yes. And
your own kind of path that you're carving out for yourself.
Yes, I think it's rediscovering myself. Because if If you were to describe it, it would be what? Extroverted, life of the party.
Yeah, this girl's just... she's here, there, and everywhere.
Hey.
So I feel like that's the thing. So Whitney and I, we get on like a house on fire, but at the same time we're like polar opposites.
Literally.
Whitney's like, her calendar's booked 24/7, every day, lunching, brunching, party, flights, party.
You know that
Me,
real
yes.
club, bus, flight, Instagram, whatever. Like literally,
Another
place, no sleep, no this. But the weird thing is that I love to sleep, so I schedule in my sleep. But I'll be out every motive. I'm there. But that was 2019. 2020 changed the game for me.
But it had to change the game for you because you weren't able to do that.
I was not able to go out and see my friends. So 2020 changed for me. So even if you were talking to me through 2020, I was just literally in my house. You think I'm the most boring person, but that's not me. But
that's me.
Yeah, that's Layla. But did lockdown get to you?
Well, so for me personally, lockdown, I did not feel the effects of lockdown to the degree where everybody felt it, especially in the first year.
Yeah.
Like now I was starting to get irritated because like I missed certain things, but the impact which lockdown had on a lot of people, I didn't personally experience that because I'm not like really like out and about like that. If I'm out for a reason. I've got this to do, I've got that to do.
Yeah.
I also work from home anyway, so I'm not somebody that leaves my house every single day. There's not a motive every single day.
Me, every single day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Literally, I was out every single day. But now it's absurd. Like it's crazy to me. Like did I leave my house every single day? Now when I go out and I come home, I'm exhausted.
But I feel like once world is back to normal, like you're back in there.
I don't think so, no, because I've really seen the positives of staying at home.
Okay.
I think I had to stay at home to understand, but it only took for this lockdown, not the first lockdown, not the second lockdown, this particular lockdown, and I think because I was going through what I was going through and I was feeling what I was feeling, I've basically seen the benefits of spending time by myself and doing things that I want to do and being in my own bubble. And plus I was off social media as well. So that really helped me discover me. So now I'm like, oh, okay, this Whitney girl's kind of cool. I want to spend more time with her. So now I'm going to schedule in. I'm going to go out, I think, once or twice a week. I think. Let's see. But I think that's what's going to happen. I'm not going to go out as much as I did before. It's exhausting.
It is exhausting. I don't know how you do it, girl.
I'm tired. That was my first year of 30, so that's not really your 30s. That's like you bridging the gap between your 20s and your 30s. That's true. So now that I'm in my second year...
Your 30s start at 31, to be honest.
To be honest.
That's when, you know...
To be honest.
When you're 30, you've just come onto the third floor, everyone's welcoming
you.
Welcome. You know, you're still doing introductions, you know, getting to know the knocks and crannies of being 30. And 31 is like...
set pace. You set pace into the third. So I feel like I just like to relax. Usually for my birthday, I would like to do something adventurous, go-karting, jump in here, this, that. What did I do? I went to go get a massage. This is when I knew Whitney. We were just all about relaxing.
It's a new dawn.
New. So I feel like I'm rediscovering myself and I'm being very intentional about it.
Yeah.
I don't think we're taught in school to discover ourselves, are we?
No, but I feel like school's not there for that.
I feel like school should be teaching way more than they are.
Well, we can't leave...
In terms of like life skills.
We can't leave school to raise our children though. That's
not to raise... No, but it's not encouraged to... In any... Well, for me, I wasn't encouraged of... Like, who are you? If you understand. Because the person that I'm discovering now isn't the person... But anyway, you're changing all the time, aren't you? Yeah. So I guess that's what it is. But I'm much more intentional with the type of person I am. Like, trying to understand what it is I don't like, what it is I don't like. I've realised I like downtime. I was always available to people, but now I've got to a place where I'm setting tighter boundaries.
Me, I'm not available to anybody.
No, I used to available. Sorry. If you call me, I'll pick up. But now, if I don't feel like speaking, I just won't pick up the phone.
I literally have like maybe 10, 15, 20 unread messages in my phone.
Yeah.
Get to it when I get to it.
No, but you still reply when you...
Yeah, no, I still reply.
Layla's not someone that, she's unreliable to get through to.
Yeah.
But you know what it is that you need to prioritise at the time of when you receive the message.
Yeah.
But something that I wish I knew about in my 20s was mental health.
Okay, no, we haven't got there yet. Can I have a go or no?
Oh, shame. Okay, can you edit that bit out?
No, I'm going to keep it in. Okay, so where am I currently, or... I think for me, I am in a really interesting place.
Okay.
Sorry, I feel like my allergies are playing up. My nose is like itching. I feel like I'm in a really interesting place. And what that place looks like is a lot of confidence in who I am, a lot of and I think what that looks like in a more general broad term is that I really like who I am.
Oh, that's
good. Yeah, I do. I really like myself. That's really
nice to hear.
Yeah, I really like myself.
You have yourself for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And you've always been there for you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and there's literally moments where I'll just be in bed and I'll be like, oh, I really like you as I love me as a human being. And I feel like that's really important for our experience on this planet. Like, in this physical life that we have, you literally have yourself. And I feel like we're also put here in servitude. So, a service to myself and to those around me. So for me, what I've come to realize that it's really important to me to be a good human. Yeah. Like, above all else, being a good human is the most important thing to me now in my 30s or at this current age.
Yeah.
And I feel like prior to that, I had a whole list of things that I wanted to achieve. Mm-hmm. Achieving things was more important to me than anything else. Mm-hmm. Whereas I feel like I've had a real perspective change, and right now it's like, if that thing doesn't lend itself to me being a better human, then is it worth my time? Is it worth my energy? Do you know what I mean? So, like, we'll get into it, but I feel like for a lot of us women, especially within your 20s, you have all these like goals and aspirations that you have for yourself, and we tend to be so hard on ourselves when we don't achieve these things, like being married by a certain age, maybe having children, maybe starting a business, maybe like being at a certain point in your career, all of these things that we're like, okay, by 30 I want this and that.
So much pressure on ourselves.
So much pressure. And I remember, like, literally the journey to 30, so the last few months leading up to 30, I was really doing a whole lot of, like, retrospection. Just literally putting myself down and being like, oh, you haven't done this yet, I haven't done that yet. Like, at this point, what have I even done with my life? You know,
Sad, yeah.
Meanwhile,
you've done a lot.
I've done so much. I've achieved so much, but I was so hard on myself.
Yeah.
And luckily for me, like, just before I actually hit 30, I just had this friggin' awakening. And I was just like, do you know what? How do any of these things lend itself to me being a better human? Okay. And especially for me as a Christian, it's like, I want to live life in love, and that looks like serving others around me. So if I'm doing things that adds to everybody else, if it adds to their life in a positive way, then I love that. Like, how am I as a friend? How am I as a sister? How am I as a partner? Like, what do I add to the lives of those around me? Like, all the blessings that I've had, how do I outpour those blessings to those around me? Because essentially you're blessed to be a blessing. So I feel like that's been it for me, and I'm really enjoying that. And it has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with status. It has nothing to do with where I thought I'll be or where I am or where I'm not. And it's really freeing to be in that space. And I just hope and pray that I can remain in that space. Yeah. And I think the best way to be in that space and to live in that space is to really focus on your lane. Like, you have to have tunnel vision because there's so much happening around us.
Distractions.
Everybody is at a different place in their life. So if you let your eye turn sideways, do you know what I mean?
You just drift off your own lane.
Exactly, and it really happens.
And you end up in somebody else's lane, and then you'd be comparing yourself with that somebody, and then you'd be like, oh, why is that person better than me? Because you're not in your own lane. You definitely need, I think, you know horse racing?
Yeah.
When the horses
have the blinders.
Literally like this, and you just have to oh, bless you.
Sorry, allergies. It's not COVID, it's allergies.
It's okay. So literally like this, and then literally straight ahead. And that's one thing. I feel like the world that we live in, especially today, is just full of distractions. Well,
it's like that quote that I sent. So today I was listening to a podcast, and the guy made like a really interesting statement, and it's not a profound statement. It's something that all of us know. We're really aware of it. But however, it's like the application of it is not always, at the forefront of our minds.
No.
And he was basically saying that the problem with social media today is that we end up comparing our struggle season to somebody's success season. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're all at different stages. None of us planted at the same time, and none of us are going to harvest at the same time. Some of us still need to be focusing on tending to our garden, and then we're over there looking at what Sam is doing and what Kim is doing. Do you know what I mean? And it's so easy to get lost in that. And I had those moments for sure. I mean,
I had it this morning.
Yes, it's a continual thing, and I think that's where being intentional comes in, because you have to choose yourself every day. You have to choose to focus on self every day, and focus on your growth, because life is happening around you. At the end of the day, even if you're focusing on your lane, you can still see people in your peripheral. So you have to choose to be intentional about everything that you do, including yourself. It's really, really important.
Don't neglect yourself.
So Whitney's been doing therapy, as you can tell.
A lot of therapy. A lot.
Okay, so I think what we should essentially round off by doing is giving one piece of advice or something that you either learned within your 20s, or one piece of advice that you'd give to your younger self.
Okay.
Or one piece of advice that you'd give to anyone in their 20s, going into their 20s, about to emerge into their 30s.
Okay.
And then I think is one pivotal thing about yourself that you've learned in this season that you're actively working on to improve and to ensure that you are going to be the person that you want to be. Like, you can live fully in the knowledge of, like, I am Whitney. I am life-giving. I am kind. I am loving. I am enough.
Okay, so the advice to people in their 20s?
My
advice would be to love yourself. Self-love is very important, and self-love is more than being nice to yourself. Self-love is having tighter boundaries, saying no without an explanation, recognizing how you feel, and treating yourself like your own best friend. Sometimes we're so kind to everyone external to us, but we're so harsh on ourselves. And believe it or not, I'm still learning that, because I can be so harsh on myself and be like, I was so silly to do that. But life is a journey, and you don't know everything. But if you know the information that you know, and you're still doing the things that you shouldn't be doing with the information that you know, then it's like you have to kind of look at yourself and be like, okay, what's going on? Why do you keep on doing that? So self-love is very important, and our childhood really shapes us, and sometimes you have to go back into our childhood and do some healing or some traumatic experience that happened in your childhood that can lead you to the person that you are today. And it doesn't need to be something crazy that happened in your childhood. It could just be like one event that happened in your childhood that's led you up to the type of person that you are today. And that all comes down to the umbrella of self-love. So I'll just be like, definitely prioritize yourself, love yourself, and set tighter boundaries that you would want to do for yourself. So that's what I would give for someone in their 20s. I wish I knew that in my 20s.
Okay, so mine is, I guess, a piece of advice to myself and to anyone out there interested in what I have to say. But I feel like if there's one thing I wish I knew how to do in my 20s that I feel like would have saved me a lot of just heartache.
Sorry, it's just like as soon as you're about to...
I'm so sorry, guys. I don't have COVID. Okay. I feel like you have to caveat every like cough, sneeze, or anything.
I know, right? You can't do anything that people give you
in.
side looks now.
And I think also if that one thing is a skill that I wish I knew that I had, or an ability that I wish I tapped into, which is just the ability to be really naked and honest with yourself.
Ooh. That's a good one.
Girl.
That's a good one.
It's something that has literally become like second nature to me. I'm constantly in the mode of like analyzing my behavior, analyzing things that I say, my emotions.
So you're more self-aware.
I'm very self-aware. I'm really self-aware now. So
it's good. Yeah.
You know, if you think I'm a bitch, I probably already know that I'm a bitch. Do you know what I mean? I know before you know that I'm a bitch.
And that's on period.
And that's on period, honey. So it's something I wish I knew in my 20s, because I feel like I went through a lot in my 20s. I mean, from the whole issues with university, student loan not paying, my whole immigration stuff, being locked up in a detention center, being taken to the airport to be deported, my brother having an accident shortly after, then my mom being diagnosed with breast cancer shortly after, multiple times.
That's a lot.
Starting a really like strenuous job that literally was killing my health.
Yes.
That job was killing me.
Literally at Wireless.
We
had to carry her home.
The job was killing me.
Yeah, I remember.
But through all of these periods in that time, I just literally allowed life to happen to me without addressing anything. You know, whether I was sad, whether I was depressed, whether I was just joyous, whatever the emotion was, however I reacted to people, however I behaved in relationships, however I treated other people, however I treated myself, like regardless of what was happening to me, what I was doing to myself, I never really took the time to be like, why do I behave this way?
Yeah.
Why do I let this person talk to me this way?
Yeah.
Why? I never did that. I never did that, and I now understand the value of
self-aware.
Being self-aware, being really like reflective on your behavior, and actually more importantly being able to do it consistently, like making it a part of your life work.
Because people tend to be self-aware for a moment and then they just kind of leave it, and they read a quote and it resonates with them and then they'll just leave it in that moment. But it's a continuous thing, and it's kind of annoying being self-aware though. No, not that it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, because when I watch things and I analyze things, I'm like, oh, you're manipulating that person, you're gaslighting that person. I'm even like doing that to myself. Whitney, if you do that, it's this. If you do it, it's that. So it's kind of annoying, because it's like you're always kind of thinking about your own behavior and like choosing the right things to say. But it is definitely so important.
It really is. It makes a difference in your general outlook.
Yeah.
It makes a difference in your relationships, whether they're romantic, whether they're platonic, in your family dynamic. It's really important when you're able to do that. You're able to ask other people questions. And that's like one skill alongside being self-reflective that I've picked up, is I like to be intrusive. What people would class as intrusive, I call it getting to know somebody. I don't want surface level relationships. I want to be able to know who you are, where you're coming from, how your mind works. And that's something that you can expect of me as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's a two-way thing.
It's like being transparent.
It's being transparent.
Totally honest with yourself. Totally honest.
It elevates every single relationship that you're in.
I have found that in a short time that I have become self-aware. I was saying Layla, we always go through stuff at different seasons. So one season it will be me, then the next season it will be Layla. It's like,
I said, don't worry. At this point, we're going to have our next harvest will be together. We'll both be in the field.
It has to be.
We'll both be in the field.
But yeah, self-aware. Yeah, but it's hard though.
Yeah.
It's hard, and it does require you to change old habits that you didn't think was a problem. But
it really sets you up on a good path.
Yeah,
it puts you
it
in a great place. It also allows you to really see, like, it makes pruning really easy.
Yeah.
So not only are you pruning yourself, so you're pruning things that you personally do to yourself that you shouldn't be doing, that are not beneficial, you know, things that are not very becoming of you.
Yeah.
And then it also allows you to prune things externally.
Definitely.
So people, things,
tighter boundaries,
behaviors, like all those things, you're able to really
like just get
tap into that. And I honestly wish that I had started that earlier, even though even now it's been such a huge impact. But I just think how much better would I have been able to navigate my 20s if that was my mindset back then.
Yeah. But it's okay.
Yeah, of course.
It's fine.
We learn so that we can pass on.
Yeah, exactly. So it's fine. One thing you don't want to do is live in regret.
Oh, no. I don't regret one thing that I've done in life at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is real grown folk stuff, y'all.
I know, right?
This is what you call adulting.
What was our first
Don't mind
video?
the bills. People say, "Oh, bills, adulting, the bills."
Got a lot.
Don't mind the bills.
Inner work is real. You need to do
everything
it.
Else is hard. Everything else is hard. If you really want to live in the fullness of who you are and be free in that, the freedom that comes with that takes work. It's not something that just you happen upon. It takes work.
It takes work.
It takes self-work.
A lot of unlearning, as you said.
Yes.
And unlearning a habit is really hard.
Yeah.
I think it's harder than learning a new habit.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's something that you're used to doing. It's something that you react to. When
Sometimes it becomes like a subconscious.
Yeah, subconsciously you just
reflex.
do it.
It's a reflex, essentially.
Yeah. If someone is going to hit me, I'm just going to go like that. And to be taught not to do that, it's very hard. So, but it's very important. And I'm happy. I feel like we are young enough to learn. There's people in their 50s, 60s that still don't know any of this. So for us to do this before we've had our children, and we're going to pass this on to our children, God willing, it's amazing we're able to teach these sort of things to our children and to those around us.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of unlearning, and it's hard, and it's not it's not a linear process. It's not you go back, you go forward, have good days, bad days.
It's a daily thing, like I said.
It's to keep on doing it, keep on pushing, choosing yourself every single day.
Yeah.
But it's good though. It's good.
Yeah.
I feel like I've changed so much.
I would love to essentially hear your responses to the questions that I posed to both Whitney and myself. I will actually put the questions on the screen and in the description box or in a pinned comment, because I really like to hear where you guys are in your life, what your age is, and you know how you're navigating life at your age, or whatever season that you're currently in, how you're navigating life in that season. I hope you guys found this video helpful. It was at least nice for me to come and talk. I feel nice discussing things like this. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, it was good actually. It felt like a therapy session.
It did, didn't it?
You know, we asked
Black girl therapy.
Black girl therapy. I would like to encourage anyone and everyone to go to therapy.
Yeah.
It helps a lot. A lot.
Okay, well, Whitney's on YouTube too. Whitney.
Yes, I am. Miss Whitney Q.
Miss Whitney Q. I will link Whitney's YouTube channel.
Miss Whitney Q everywhere.
Right there. So y'all can check it out. But yeah, I hope you're well. Don't worry, you'll see my catch-up video. Me and y'all will...
Y'all gonna have your one-to-one.
Yeah.
One-to-one. I came in, but y'all gonna have your one-to-one. But yeah, this was fun. This was nice. This was really nice.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Whitney wasn't having a good day today, so I knew that this conversation would benefit her probably more than it would you guys. But I'm hoping that actually there's something that we've said that will actually resonate with you guys and make a difference. Because that's what we're about, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you've made it this far and you're not subscribed, clearly you need to subscribe.
No. What did we watch today? And the girl was like,
she said it's disgusting.
It's disgusting. If you're not subscribed, that's disgusting.
If you are here and you're watching this video and you're not subscribed,
disgusting.
That's disgusting. Okay? Anyway, give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate it. It makes sure that my video reaches a wider audience and all that good stuff. And yeah, I love you guys as always. Mwah. Bye.
Bye.